Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm playing Total War Saga, Thrones of Britannia. It's something new on the channel, but I actually intended for Total War games to be a thing on the channel when I started it, but never really got the idea to do so. I mean, the time to do so. But yes, so today we've got a Total War Saga, Thrones of Britannia battle replay. Total War will become a common thing on the channel now. I mean, I kind of wanted to take this channel into a new directory, and this is what we're gonna be. And Total War is gonna be a common game because I really enjoy Total War games. So yeah, today I've got a battle replay for you guys. So without further ado, let's go over the army comms, shall we? So we have me playing as Wessex. I'm bringing some royal companions, which is my general and his bodyguard. I'm bringing 2 units of long axemen, 4 Steng spearmen units, very fancy looking, and 4 Earl Fangs units, as well as 3 militia feared archers. And for my cavalry I have 2 Earl's horsemen and some scout horsemen. Over here we have, I can't remember this man's name unfortunately. I'll put the names of the players in the description, in the factions they're playing. So anyways, we got the Norse here, they're basically the Danes, bringing 2 units of freemen, I believe. No, they're bringing, yes, they're bringing 4 units of freemen. Make that 5 units of freemen. Hardguard, which is their general's bodyguard, of course. Mailed Huscarls. Jom's Vikings. For their spearmen over here, they have a lot of spear herdmen. And they are bringing a lot of Viking archers for their skirmishers. So let's go now over to the next player, which is playing as Circenn. He is bringing 80% of his army basically as swordsmen, sword warriors. So that's, I'd say, medium or light infantry. He's bringing 2 units of Cateran axemen, 3 units of, wait, no, that's Strat Clut, never mind. 2 units of royal cavalry and royal bodyguards, which is his general. He is also bringing for his spearmen, royal spearmen and Catref spearmen. And now to the last man, who's playing as Strat Clut. He is bringing 3 units of royal Ushelwir. I don't know how to pronounce that, I unfortunately don't speak Welsh. Some Welsh swordsmen for his infantry. And Helweir, it looks like, for his skirmishers, a lot of Helweir. And the Royal Telu as his general's bodyguard. So let's get into the battle, shall we? So Circenn doesn't have really a balanced army. He's mainly relying on his infantry to do the trick. Which I wouldn't say it's smart. He doesn't have any skirmishers at all, meaning there will be no skirmish phase for him. Which, it kind of puts yourself at a disadvantage, to be honest. We've got Strat Clut going for the middle with their cavalry. Well, there is a gap in the middle of me and my ally, which could work to his advantage. I am moving my infantry to face Strat Clut's infantry. In the meantime, I'm using fire arrows to skirmish down the enemy cav a little bit. It doesn't do any damage at all. I mean, none of them got killed. But now I'll be focusing more on the enemy's missile units, which does do some damage, quite a bit of damage. I quickly maneuver my spearmen to counter the threat of cavalry flanking me. and send over my own cavalry to engage the enemy cavalry. The Welsh have pretty good cavalry though. Got an epic charge here. Very cool looking. But because he charges in so close and engages so close, I can charge in my spearmen, which gives me an advantage over in this fight. Then here, cool cavalry fight in the forest. Sorry. In the meantime, while that is happening, looks like Circenn is moving closer to the Norse. We've got enemy swordsmen, Welsh swordsmen, charging into my spear lines here. And what is this? Looks like some of my cavalry is routing from the field. But I've got the spearmen here, so I'm pretty confident that I'm gonna win this fight. So in the meantime, cavalry fight, infantry fights unleash here, with long axemen moving into support. The Circenn and Norse are also charging each other. Circenn is charging the Norse. It's gonna be a really big melee brawl, but they both have very good melee infantry. The Norse probably even better melee infantry than Circenn. So let's slow things down a bit because it's going really fast at the moment. So what is happening? The enemy king is coming via here. He's charging my cavalry, which I charge back with my scout horsemen, but more just to delay him than anything else, because there's no way I'm gonna stop him. In the meantime, my entire line of infantry is engaged with the enemy Strat Clut infantry, and I don't know what my archers are exactly doing. So as I predicted, I was winning the cavalry fight over here. Fortunately, one of my other cavalry units also retreated, but he's gonna charge back into the fight, which is gonna put him at even more of a disadvantage. My spearmen are engaged. Because of my spearmen, I'm winning this fight, and that's pretty much the reason behind it. In the meantime, my general is over here, helping to hold the flank, I believe. Entire unit, the scout horseman got absolutely obliterated. In the meantime, these Norse archers really hammering down these poor axemen. Oh, that guy got hit with an arrow. Oh my god. Very unfortunate for them. That's what happens when you don't bring any skirmishers at all. Like, you'll just get skirmished down. It's really unfortunate. In the meantime, still winning this fight. I use some of my spearmen to hold off the enemy spearmen, so that my other spearmen can finish off the enemy cavalry. Sending axemen to long axemen to help here, because long axemen are actually pretty good against cavalry, which is sort of surprising. Oh, nice flank here from the royal spearmen of the Strat Clut player. That really had me stressing, I believe, when I was playing this battle. Meantime, here Circenn axemen are flanking around, but I don't think it's gonna help that. It's not gonna help that much. I mean, they got pretty hammered down. There's not a lot of them, though. Small numbers can do wonders when flanking. In the meantime, he's sending even more cavalry into my spearmen. He should stop this. He has routed my cavalry. Stop sending your cavalry into my spearmen. Here he does it again. It's so dumb. Don't do it. If you're watching this, whoever was this player, don't do that anymore. It's dumb. I'm gonna put it like that. In the meantime, my long axemen also engaged with the enemy cavalry. I'm still holding the enemy infantry off here. So yeah, rip enemy cav. Enemy general dies in this battle, giving the Strat Clut player a huge disadvantage in morale. And very unfortunate, because that didn't need to happen. My archers in the meantime really focusing down the enemy cavalry, making them waver, as you see here. So yeah, they charged through it, but I don't think it's gonna help much, to be honest. If they're really depleted, the other units can just focus them down. In the meantime, I won the cavalry in the fight against the cavalry. So now I can send help to also my general, who is engaged here with the Strat Clut, who are flanking me, which is kind of helpful because now they are flanked as well. But I am flanked too, so it's kind of like a double flank, you know? Flank! In the meantime, here, the Norse seem to be... Well, I don't know if they're winning. I mean, they're... Well, I obviously kind of know what's happening, but not gonna spoil it to you guys. But this, you see, they're starting to waver, which is not very good.
Our ally has fled. We are abandoned.
Their enemy general is fled apparently. Okay, but he's still there. So yeah, Sister Norse sending in more infantry. Gonna slow things down again here and get an overview. So yeah, here no way this unit's gonna win this fight, to be honest. They still got a lot of skirmishers there. That's really gonna help them. These sword warriors of Circenn seem to be very exhausted. So these freemen who are, well, I don't know if the freemen will have the advantage, but they'll definitely be able to hold them off. You should use these herdmen as well to attack this, but no, he goes to send them there. In the meantime, it looks like the Norse are definitely winning the melee over here. Not necessarily over there, but definitely over here. In the meantime, I won on this side, and pretty much in the middle too. I mean, you can see it, my infantry is going for a skirmisher now. It's kind of annoying because he's gonna use a skirmisher to skirmish, so he's gonna pull back every time I get close, which is just really annoying when you're chasing them down with infantry. Seeing as I have no cav, it's the only option I have though. Very unfortunate. So yeah, Strat Clut. Very unfortunate that they wasted their cavalry like that, because they could have won easily. But yeah, they wasted their cavalry fighting against spearmen, so... I mean, they could have tried the hammer and anvil or take down my archers, but no, they go for spearmen, which is really dumb because spearmen kill cavalry. So anyways, I'm just mopping up the fight over here, basically. Just finishing it. You can really see it here.
The men have been routed. They are leaving
So
the
yeah,
field.
the men have been routed. Oh well, it's over here, just the archers. So yeah, won this fight pretty much. In the meantime, Circenn over here also sort of withdrawing. Oh, it looks like the Circenn cav is gonna charge in. Getting a nice hammer and anvil charger, kind of from the side, pretty good. It's pretty. That's a good move. But then the hail of arrows, the simple hail of arrows, just takes him down. I mean, look at it. I wouldn't want to be one of these cavalrymen, to be honest. None of these soldiers, to be honest, because I mean, look at it. It's just terrifying. What if it could hit friendlies easily there? So here, once again, Circenn, no way of winning this one. They're getting surrounded there. Oh, the sheer hail of arrows, man. Really satisfying to watch.
Run from the enemy. This is shameful.
So I'm sending reinforcements over to my Norse ally to help him out with the lots of Circenn infantry that's still remaining. So here I'm pretty much just standing still because there's not really anything to do anymore. These guys got absolutely massacred. That's just because they're the archers. It's so dumb when you have no cavalry. You can't chase them down. It's impossible. These guys also don't have any shields, so they're pretty much defenseless. Here, to be honest, I'll probably... Yeah, I'll win this fight. You see his cavalry pulls out. These guys are wavering. Entire unit got killed here. Here one of my units is still chasing some archers, as you see. I think they're just gonna... Oh, what are they gonna do? Anyways, Circenn... I don't see any... Nice hammer and anvil charge though from Circenn, straight into the Norse general, which is pretty good tactic, to be honest. But yeah, I don't see it making much difference. There are some of these fights, like for example this one, they could win, but once again they're outflanked, as you kinda can see. I mean, they kinda have similar colors, so it's difficult to see. Ooh, nice animation going on here. So yeah, he's just basically moving his infantry around, and I take care of this Circenn infantry. This Circenn should have had more of a balanced army. Ooh, the arrows. Circenn should have had more of a balanced army instead of just only melee soldiers. That's what ultimately killed them. Very unfortunate. So yes, just Circenn Norse archers just shooting down the enemy cav. Yeah, Strat Clut just randomly chain routes, so that's nice, I guess. And then it's just a question of a matter of mopping these guys up. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That concludes the battle. So yeah, Strat Clut should have used its cavalry wiser, and Circenn should have just had more of a balanced army. So those mistakes made for their ultimate downfall, which is very unfortunate. I hope they learned from their mistake and ultimately help them. So yeah, let's just fast forward here. Yeah, that pretty much concludes the battle. So I hope you guys enjoyed this gameplay. Let me know what you think, and I see you guys next time. Goodbye.